We're playing Animal Revolt Battle Simulator, and today we have the modern mammals and the mutant primates trying to escape Godzilla. First up are the polar bears, running very fast in a pack. The side of them just get blasted by the Godzilla atomic breath, and so do the rest of them. They just get flung into the air, and Godzilla cleans them up, knocking most of them away. A few of them reach the plane, lucky for them. Here we got the giraffes, a lot slower, running in a tight group, so far surviving the atomic breath, but the front pack and the left get knocked down, and even the leader collapses from the atomic breath. The rest of them are running in a very narrow formation now, waiting to escape Godzilla, trying to reach the finish line, and we have a number of them reach the plane and survive. Wild boars running like crazy, completely chaotic, no order. We got one jumping up and down, but a whole bunch of them get blasted by the atomic breath. They just get flung into the camera like they weigh nothing. Here we got the tigers, also very fast. Reminds me of the polar bears in type of the formation we got here, but they are really crushing the course. The leader's trying to break away, and he is running like crazy, while the rest of them get knocked away by that atomic breath as Godzilla cooks up the last of them. Next we got the Cape Buffalo, very fast, but a whole bunch of them got cooked by that atomic breath, and they are slowing down the rest of the group. The rest of the group is able to break away from the side, but Godzilla comes zigzagging that atomic breath, wiping them out, just cleaning the course, making their bodies fly off. We got 3 that reached the plane. Lucky for them. Next, the water buffalo, running frantically left and right, some kind of evasive maneuvers, some wild dodging of the atomic breath, and it seems to be working. They are just such a difficult target. Godzilla clips a few of them with the atomic breath, and he's able to sweep that atomic breath around, but most of them are able to survive, and we got a number of them reaching the plane. The rhinos, very strong, but are they strong enough to survive that terrible heat from Godzilla's mouth? We shall see. The first one gets knocked, but the second rhino just pushes him away. I gotta get to that plane, he says, and we got a lot of them victorious. Good job to the rhinos. The elephants, unfortunately, they are just so massive. Their speed, well, the lack of it, is a total detriment to completing this course, and we can see the 2 that got cooked by the atomic breath are serving as a horrible obstacle, slowing down the whole pack. How can these guys reach the plane in time when you have to push these mammoths out of the way, and Godzilla is catching up to them, and he's going to crush them with his feet? Next, we got the hippos. A lot slower, very powerful but very slow, and Godzilla is dancing up a storm, ready to crush them with his giant feet and claws, but the hippos are able to reach the plane. Good for them. Next, we got the rocket elephants. I don't know what difference the rockets are gonna make for you. You couldn't even knock down Godzilla. You could shoot 1,000 rockets at Godzilla, and you would have to pray that you'd survive. And those rockets are just gonna be little pea shooters at his armor. Here we got Godzilla trying to blast them with the atomic breath, but so far he just keeps missing. He's not able to get them, and these rocket elephants were able to reach the end. Next, the mutant primates. We got the knockout artist gorilla coming here, and he's got those huge, powerful arms wound back. Well, it's not gonna make any difference trying to punch Godzilla out. That's just absolutely ludicrous. But the first group is able to break free, and then they get blasted by the atomic breath. What a tragedy. They thought they were gonna win, but they got wiped out. They got erased by that atomic breath. And the rest of the group looks lost. They look disoriented when they saw their leaders mercilessly blasted by Godzilla. Here we have a few of them that are able to reach the plane. They are able to survive. Wolverilla next, running frantically, these wild movements with their arms, very stiff but very strange. And Godzilla catches up to them, catches up to the pack, and is just smashing them with his giant feet and claws. He took out a dozen of them, just stomping on them for fun, cracking their bones into dust, cracking their claws into museum artifacts that will just be rendered into small chunks few people could ever recover. The Wolverilla are able to survive, however, in the end. Next, the projectile gorilla. These guys are running like they don't even know Godzilla's behind them. They have absolute no urgency in their movements whatsoever. It's like they don't even know this is a race of survival, and the first one pays the price. His head gets smashed into the concrete. His head is literally stuck. He looks like a projectile statue planted into the ground. The berserker gorillas, their arms and hands are in the air like they just don't care, but you need to care because Godzilla is there and he's right behind you, about to blast off all your hair with that atomic breath. You will be getting more than a free haircut if that atomic breath blasts you. Goro the giant next. We got 3 of them just flown into the air like ragdolls. You would never think these giant powerful beasts would just be blown away like that, like they weigh nothing. But that's the power of Godzilla for you. And he's catching up to them. And he's catching up to these last 2 survivors who have to push the bodies of their friends out of the way just to survive. And they reach the end. They beat their chests in victory, a very proud victory. King Kong, kind of slow, kind of stiff, just not sure that they have what it takes to reach the end here. But they do surprisingly well, and a whole large group of them reaches the end. Next we got Gore Hammer. The first group gets blasted by the atomic breath, and the rest of them look lost, and Godzilla comes up behind them and crushes them, crushes that metal, turns that armor into dust, just golden dust. Poor Gore Hammer. Next we got Shatterilla, and we see that mace go flying, and the hammer and the helmet go flying. There's nothing left of them. They're just regular gorillas without their weapons and their armor, and we see them running without any clear direction. Only 2 surviving, only 2. It's like they've given up, and Godzilla here coming to clean up the mess, stomping on one, stomping on the other, a 1-2 stomp with the giant claws. Scimitarilla running. The first group gets blasted, their swords go flying, another group goes flying, that one Scimitarilla just lifelessly standing in front of them. How can you complete the course when you see Godzilla just blast your ally mercilessly like that? Thank you for watching Animal Revolt Battle Simulator. Please like and subscribe.